don't know. You tell me, you said to me that you love me. You told me, friends, that I was your queen. You wanted to be with me all my life. It was nice. For so many years, I was on my own. My first husband treated me like a dog. But people didn't believe me. Consequently, I lost a lot of friends. So I kept to myself and just kept working. But I never wanted to have another human being hit me, yell at me, and then later the next day say that you love me. I tried it for so long. Too many years. I wanted to have children. But I knew. I spoke to my mum and dad. They asked me, my dad, does your boyfriend hit you? And of course I would say, no, Dad, don't be silly. I would leave him straight away. Then how do you get those bruises, he would ask, on your arms? You've even said you've had a black eye. But Dad, I fell over that day and hit my eye on the side of the chair. I even went to the doctor. He looked at me, told me to undress and checked my body. Why have you got so many bruises here? He asked. I'll have to take a blood test. But I said, no, there's no need. Are you in a relationship? He said. I said, yes, I am. Does your husband, does your boyfriend, does he hit you? Only sometimes when I'm really bad, he said. Only sometimes when I'm naughty. So he'd hit me. Or he'd grab my arms and twist them so hard. And call them burns. You know, I'm only 21, Doctor. But he loves me, and we want to be together. He just told me I've just got to grow up. So when I'm naughty, he thinks he'll slap me. But I don't understand why. Because I don't understand because I don't do anything wrong. Then one day, I told my girlfriend all about it. She said, you must leave him. Report him to the police. Tell your parents. But if I tell my parents, my father will kill him and my father will go to jail for life. I was scared. So for some time I kept away from my favourite girlfriend. I didn't want her to start telling everyone. But then I realised she did. My father rang. It was quiet when he spoke. I could hear in his voice he was sad. But hey, Dad, it's all right. We're sorting it all out. I'll kill him, he said. I'll kill him. He has no right to touch you. Your mother and me never ever beat at you or even smacked you. Yes, you might have got a little tap from Mum on the bum when you were a little child. But we love you so much, my dear, he said. come around tonight and bring you home. But Dad, please, please don't come. He might be here. Oh, will he? I beg my father not to come. I'll talk to him tomorrow. Please, Dad. We hanged up. He told me he loved me, and Mum loved me too. The days went on, the weeks went by. I spoke to Mum and Dad and said all was well. We talked about it. My dad didn't say much. My mum never said much. And then the night came. I was cooking tea. We were having a talk and he was upset when he came home from work. The boss told him, apparently, to pull his head in. I could feel my body shaking within. I knew what was coming because it happened before. My hands were shaking. He looked at me and said, "What's wrong with you?" With those mean eyes. "Nothing," I said, "nothing. I'm cooking tea and I just feel a bit weak." And then I spilt the water, the hot water accidentally on his foot, just a bit, because my hands were shaking. He hit me and hit me. I couldn't take any more. I screamed for help. I screamed and screamed. He took my phone away from me. "You'll not say a word to anyone. See what you've done? You spilled hot water on my foot. But I told you it was an accident, not my love. Please." He hit me once more. I could feel my lip bleeding and bleeding. I laid on the floor. My body was shaken, uncontrollable. He screamed at me to get up and get his tea. I said, "I got up." He walked into the bedroom. I ran as fast as I could through the back door, out the back gate, and just kept running and running. I could hear his voice screaming at me, "Come back, you bitch. I'll get you now." I ran and ran, and one of my neighbours seen me, called me over. "What's wrong?" he said. "My boyfriend's smashing me." My boyfriend stood away and said, "Let her go." The man stood strong. "How dare you bash a woman, you freak." He walked away, yelling and screaming. "I'll kill you one day," he squealed. "I'll kill you." The man said, "I'll ring the police." I just nodded my head. "Come in," he said. His wife looked after me. They rang the police. The police came and got him. Came to my... The neighbours held me in their arms. "Look what he's done to her." That night I stayed in hospital. Too scared to go home. The next day, the police took my reports and told me to ring them. And your mum visited me. My dad had gone around there, but he was gone. My dad wanted to kill him. You see, my dad had an old rifle. He didn't care. He told the police he'll kill him. My life, my family was upside down. So that's why I went to the river that day, all on my own. It wasn't that far away from our house, because we lived in the hills. So, that's when I took my own life. I believed in God, and I knew that I might not go to heaven, but God forgave me, and I loved Him for it. And now I'm an angel, but I still live in the river. Beating a woman is not right. Slapping, hurting, yelling, screaming is not right for anyone. To abuse a lady, to abuse a child, is not right. No man should have the right to do that. No man. I took my own life. That's what I did. And I used to hear about how can people do that to another human being. How many women have taken their own life without us all knowing? How many? So please, all you women out there, listen to me. Look after yourselves. Don't go next to some evil man. The minute he raises his hand to you, the minute he screams and I'll slap you, then you walk away. And if you have children, you take your children and stay away. There's no forgiving a man that likes to slap women around, or children, or anyone. He has no right to touch us all. I hope you understand this story. I really hope that one day the world will change. But please, to all you women out there, report any abuse at all. And do never, ever stay. Don't listen to his lies. Don't listen to I love you. Because if he loved you so, he would never raise his hand. He would never let you cower into the corner and yell. And the next day, all is well. And promise you, he'll never do it again.